Hi, I'm Veronica. Welcome back to my show. I am 40 years old and I'm a teacher of English. But believe me, when I was in school, I was not at all good in English. I thought Anonymous was the name of a poet. I thought James Bond and Ruskin Bond were relatives. I thought Milton was the inventor of Thomas Flask. I thought Ben Johnson was the athlete who was banned from professional sports for drug abuse, became a poet. It occurred to me even Samuel Taylor Coleridge could write poetry after taking a couple of puffs. I pronounced lingerie as lingerie because it lingered to your body. By the time I got the pronunciation of envelope and enclave perfect, people stared at me peculiarly, thinking that I didn't know the language. And I still can't pronounce croissant. I don't know. When I was young, I had this habit of malapropism. Do you know what is malapropism? Well, it is the habit of getting the meaning of two words wrong that have similar sounds. It's the classic case of chamatkar and balatkar as shown in Three Idiots. Only mine happened in the English language. For example, in a geography class, when our teacher was explaining the solar system, she said that the planets moved around the sun in concentric circles. And she asked us, do you know the meaning of the word concentric? I smartly stood up and said, mad. She said, are you calling me mad? I was like, no ma'am, I mean concentric means mad. And she was like, that's eccentric, my child. The problem was so much that on a school program, I introduced the guest as an extinguished personality rather than a distinguished personality. Needless to say, everybody was really upset. One day, me and my friend, we were walking and I suddenly turned around and told him, I am ravished. He looked scared and said, मैंने तो कुछ नहीं किया. And I was like, हाँ तो कुछ कर ना, मैं भूखी हूँ. And he was like, I don't want this case to be a Me Too case. Have you ever written Pressy in school? You know, I was very poor at that. I could never contain an idea in 60 or 75 words. So what I used to do, I used to cut off the and, but, the, in, on, at. Can you imagine how my Pressy read? Needless to say, I used to get a 0. Speaking of 0, when we studied maths in our elementary school, there were numericals. But by the time I got to senior school, the maths suddenly had alphabets. A square plus B square plus C square plus Z square, cos theta, tan theta, sin theta, sec theta, sigma, alpha, beta. And I couldn't imagine when this transition took place. So much so that the only numericals in the question paper was my 0 and upon 100. Thank you.
Because views matter evolution.